So that prompted me to go Googling Mr. Wolf. Oh my God. That Mr. Wolf was the epitome of what fine was back in the 80s. I mean, he is I Am Wonder Mike, and I'd like to say hello, fine. Hello there, Bellas. If you have not already done so, please remember to like, share the Facebook, subscribe, and visit uptopbeauty.com for these more shades. And if you are not already a part of this book club, please hit the Patreon link below and or the join button here on the YouTube. And for a small monthly fee of $5, you babies, yes, you can be privy to all the shenanigans before the YouTube gets it, if the YouTube gets it. Now, we finna read this book by Mr. Mark Curry. I done already reached out to him in the DM. He like, I'm trying to sell more books. Okay, y'all. I don't give a fuck if you don't go over there to the Amazon and buy the Kindle for $3.99. Going over there to Amazon and support that man, please, Mr. Mark Curry. Because he'll probably be over here down in the comments. You know? Now, let's begin Dancing with the Devil by Mark Curry. This is JD and Mark Curry is headed home. We all have a story like this that we've heard or have been through. Mark Curry, and it seems like his heart is good. Very, very good. Like, I'm a part of this life, but I'm trying to be the best man that I can be. All right? Now, I still want to hear some of your shenanigans, Mark. I'm going to be mad at you if you old dull boy. So this is it. On the way home, Mark Curry is driving. So I drive from Atlanta to DC all the time. You know, well, not like every day or once a week, but like once a season, I try to get home. Okay. And I'm not going to lie. It can be a hard ride if it's traffic. If it's not a hard ride, then it can take 10, 11 hours. A hard ride can easily turn into 12, 14 hours, okay? But I'm sure these boys ain't get enough rest the night before. I mean, they are in D.C., and at the time, D.C. did have, or was known to have, the baddest girls, you know, even though Mark ain't gonna tell us. I'm sure he ran through some of them. I'm sure that they was partying the night before instead of thinking, maybe I should get a full night's rest to get on the road to make this trip. They start off, Mark is driving. After a while, they switch up. The dude, JD, miss the exit, which can happen, okay? Especially if you don't know where you're going, or you drunk, or you know, recovering, it can happen. And they end up 3 hours out the way. Mark get pissed off. Take the wheel, and now they headed back. When we finally reached my house, I reminded JD to return the car promptly as he had promised. The next day, he came into the shop with a worried look on his face. Remember, he works at a rim shop, and I knew immediately that he had broken his word and had done something stupid. Yeah, he totaled the car. The only ones that was insured to drive was Chris and V. Happens every day. I was trying to figure out what to do when I remembered the money that we had taken from the Colombians. I always had a bad feeling about the money because it had come too easily. How much money do you have left? I asked. Maybe about 5,000, JD replied. Man, don't bullshniz me. I shot back. You had damn near 15,000 yesterday. You're going to have to give V some money for the car, or you're going to wish you had. I called V and I told him about the car. He went through the roof as I expected, so I tried to calm him down by offering him the money. No, if you got the money and you work in a rim shop, I'm sure that it's a body shop right there somewhere. Fix that shit and give it back to him. They don't know. Enterprise don't know. They never know. Here, take the damn car. They don't care. Just take it to the body shop and fix it. Mark must really be a good guy. Because when he told V about the situation, Mark had said, listen, I know you pissed, but we got the money to resolve this. Me and the dude got the money. V say, don't worry about it. V took care of the situation. And he ended up giving Mark half of his money back after he made Mark promise not to tell JD that I gave you half your money back because that ninja a little shiesty anyway. Okay? Don't tell him. He don't deserve his money back. You a good guy. And you ain't crashed the car. Big Jake's body was shipped to Los Angeles for burial a few days before I returned to Atlanta. By the time V and Chris returned to Atlanta on October 20th, rumors were flying about Suge's plans to avenge Jake's death. Even before the Million Man March, Suge had been telling people that Puff was a devil who arranged the shooting to strike at Suge for calling him a chump at the Source Magazine's awards show. Okay, pause. It's funny how what Mark Curry is saying is so evident, because I'm going to be honest with you. What happened at the Source Awards made me think that Puffy was not an aggressive man. And now I'm seeing he's an aggressive man with his actions, not with his words or, let's say, fighting. He's the type that will sit back on something and then get his revenge through the back door, through someone else. And even though the cops hadn't arrested anyone for Jake's death, they were still looking for Wolf. Word on the street was that when Suge heard about the close bond between Jason and Puff, he went ballistic. So before we get into how the dude lost his life and the occurrence that happened, let me tell you something. Y'all know I be reading them comments. I don't always respond, but I'm always reading. And some of you was saying that the dude Wolf, because in the first video I asked, who the hell is this Wolf? Some of you was like, some people say that that's Justin Combs' real father. That Justin Combs is Misa's son. So that prompted me to go Googling Mr. Wolf. Oh my God. That Mr. Wolf was the epitome of what fine was back in the 80s. I mean, he is I Am Wonder Mike, and I'd like to say hello, fine. You hear me? I was like, damn, Wolf. And you saying that P. Diddy had something to do with that man's death. Okay, now that you're saying that it's a possibility that Justin Combs' real father is Wolf, I'm like, that's a possibility. Because thick thighs Diddy don't like nobody to be too strong, too proud, too black. On a Saturday night, about 5 months after Jake died, Jason was at the Magic City strip club on Forsyth Street with friends who were throwing him a bachelor's party. His fiance was this girl named Sharonda Davis. Sharonda Davis ended up trying to sue for $10 million for wrongful death. But what happened was an off-duty cop moonlighting at the club, and Jason had got into it. The vig that got the off-duty cop off free and clear for killing Jason was that supposedly Jason had aimed a gun at the off-duty cop. And the rule book say if you aim at a police officer with a gun, if you threaten a police officer's life, you have every right as the police officer to pursue that ninja until you gun his ass down. Okay? I need to take you up out of here. And see, this is crazy because those are street rules too. Anyone who thought that things would cool off after Jason's death was mistaken. Despite rumors of Suge's involvement, there was no proof. Indeed, Suge must have felt cheated by Jason's death because it denied him a chance to kill Jake's killer and of an opportunity to exact his revenge from Puff, whom he believed put Jason up to it. Despite Jason's death, Suge was still determined to strike back. And you know how he got his revenge? Through that goddamn Mark Bell. The dummy! Mark Bell had forgotten about the mysterious telephone call from Los Angeles by the time Roderick Nixon, a trusted friend, mentioned that he was attending Death Row's annual Christmas party in Hollywood Hills. Bullshit the baker. You don't remember them people calling you up saying, hey, can you drop a piece of paper on the floor with Puffy's, Mammy's house address on there? You don't remember that? Okay, all right, but he's still at the party, Mr. Mark Bell. Well, here comes Tupac. Everybody, every man during the crack, or every young man during the crack epidemic felt that Tupac was the voice that they wanted to have to the masses. Anyway, so the dude Mark Bell is there, all right? Suge's like, is that ninja that I proposed a lucrative deal to, and looked at me and lied to my face and told me that he don't know where Puff Mammy live at, but he been knowing the lady since junior high? Okay, get his ass and bring him to my office, child. Why didn't you cooperate with me when you had the chance, ninja? Bell assured him that he didn't know where either Puff or Janice Combs lived. Lies. As Suge raised his voice and gave Bell a threatening stare, Suge's entourage surrounded them. Follow me, Suge commanded, as Bell was forced upstairs. This is for Jake. Bell didn't know what the hell he was even talking about. Jake is his friend. They took him in the office, beat his ass, made him sit down in the chair and take the ass. And who was a part of the ass whoopings was Tupac. Tupac, you ain't got no songs to write. You ain't got no albums to create. You ain't got nothing else to do, no movies to star in. You got Dre ass being a part of beating a man's ass. He don't beat men's, he only beat the women's. So that's what I'm confused about. Why is Dre even there? Okay, that's not what he do. Dre don't beat ninjas' asses. He beats women's. They kicking his ass. Suge leaves with a wine bottle. It was empty when he left. When he came back, it was full. Suge puts the wine bottle in his face, in Mark Bell's face, and was like, if you want to live, nigga, you better drink every drop of this. Mark Bell said it was pee. What kind of bullshit is this? But they say that, Suge is the devil. I don't know you, Suge. Don't send the peoples over here. I don't want no spots of it, okay? But that's a big motherfucker. Stuck it in the dude's face and say, if you want to live, you better drink this pee. Somehow he got out of it, okay? Somehow. Bell threw the flute on the floor and rushed through the open French doors leading to the balcony. He was halfway over the guardrail before Suge and the gang caught up with him. They grabbed and punched him as he was dragged back to the center of the room. After several men fell on top of him, Bell could see Tupac among those kicking him. Suge ordered a halt to the beatings and helped Bell to his feet. For some odd reason, he began giving Bell the good cop routine. That's because he's crazy. Bell sought medical treatment the next morning, then went into hiding for several days. He filed a formal complaint against Suge with the police and later filed a lawsuit, which resulted in a settlement of over $500,000. Back in Atlanta, Christmas gave Chris and V another chance to revive Platinum House. But not with these niggas. Not with the Onyx. You cannot bring Onyx in this bullshit. Them niggas is the rave. You say that you love